Hey everybody, this is Kim from My Feather Nest. Welcome back to my channel. So if you enjoy thrift hauls as much as me, then stick around because I have got a big old thrift haul to show you guys today. Okay, so I've told you guys before that I love looking at the holiday decor. I just kind of briskly walk through or whatever. So I happened to be at a local thrift store and they had these two super stinking cute little wall hangings. They're these two little spiders. They're a boy and a girl. I've said it before and I will say it again. You guys probably know this already, but I love anything that's like little couples. Like if it's a little boy and a little girl, I'm all about it. But these were $5.25 a piece. They are brand spanking new, and I believe that they came from a really nice little gift shop that recently closed down here in my area. The gal at the thrift store was telling me that that lady, I guess, that owned the thrift, or I'm sorry, that owned the gift store, ended up, I guess, closing down and giving a lot of her stuff to this particular thrift store. I just have a feeling these are way too cute and these look like something that you would find at like a boutique, and so I'll be really excited to use these come Halloween time. Find this cute little crocheted Afghan. It's more or less just like a little throw. It's not very big, but what I liked about it was the colors, of course, and you know, somebody took a lot of time to make this, and I just think it was so sad that it had been donated to a thrift store. So I don't know, but I loved it. I love the colors, and so its legacy lives on, I guess, through me. So I don't remember how much this was. I think it was like $2. And so that's another thing. Thrift stores have the best prices when it comes to pillows and comforters and bedspreads and all that type of stuff, obviously. So this cute little blanket, as well as I picked up just this white blanket, and you can see the texture of this blanket. It's a very thin blanket. It's not real heavy, and that's what I love about it. I ended all this thin white blanket. That's what my thought went to, was using it more or less on like my little porch day bed that I'm going to be putting together hopefully soon. I love making wreaths. You guys probably know that. I'm really into florals. I used to make like the deco mesh wreaths and stuff like that. I'm kind of out of that. But I saw this wreath at a thrift store and it was $6.25. Obviously I can make this, but I thought by the time that I took the time to do it, wrapping all this yarn, bought the yarn, and then bought all these super cute little embellishments, I'd have more than $6.25 in it. I know for a fact I would. And so I just think it's really cute. It's very simple. It's not a typical type of wreath that I would ever buy. I'm not sure I'm going to use this, but I loved these embellishments. And so, okay, so my daughter Olivia in particular, when she goes to the thrift stores, and she's always with me, you guys, I'm gonna get her to do a video, another thrift store video with me soon, just because she's fun. It's hard not to include her. I want her to be in it. She's not really crazy about being on camera though, but she is always, she's like my right hand man. She is my sidekick, and so she always looks for canning jars because we have not, she canned before, I've told you guys this before. She has a really big garden, which you guys have probably seen in our What's Going On the Farmhouse videos, which by the way, she's doing pretty good. We have learned a lot. What a job it is to have a garden, let me just say that, and we have a pretty big one. But anyway, we're not sure how much canning we're actually going to be able to do this year, but she's always on the lookout for canning jars. So she found this set, and it was the complete set of 12, but they're these really little small jelly jars, if that will focus in. Anyway, they're super duper cute. They were 55 cents a piece, and we bought all of them. We thought that these would be good. You guys know I have bees now, so I thought these would be cute to put honey in to give away as gifts, or even to do jam in them as like a gift. It's a small size. You could also, if you make lotions or something like that, that would be a great size jar. She also picked up these super cute little recipe cards. They were only $1.25 a piece, and she actually likes to write down her recipes. I think she loves collecting cookbooks. My daughter loves to bake. She is just not your typical 15-year-old. She loves to do stuff like that. She's definitely my old soul. So these are just super cute, and if you can see the cute little like granny little lady, if that'll focus. See the cute little granny lady that's on there? So she thought they were really cute for $1.25. It was like a brand new pack, so she got those. Okay, so we already have a salad spinner that we actually purchased at the thrift store, but Olivia saw this one at the thrift store, and it's a much nicer one. I saw this one for $3.99. It even has a stop button on it. It's just a nicer quality, and so we got this as well. I've showed you guys before how I look at like kitchenware as far as like utensils and baking pans and stuff like that. So I found another glass. It's just by the brand West Bend baking dish. It was only $2.99, and I like the size of this one because this reminds me of a good brownie pan. I was thinking about my mom with this next purchase, but come to find out she said she really didn't want them because they weren't really her style. But and I'm always looking for stuff like this too, but bookends are kind of hard to find. At least I don't have an easy time finding them. And if I find them brand new at a store, they can tend to be a little pricey. So I found these, and they're very heavy, and they're beautiful. They look like, I guess, a magnolia flower is what it is. There's two of them. They're in perfect condition. And I must have gotten rid of the original plastic that was on them to take them apart. I think they were maybe like $4. But what's cool is on the back of them, there is, I seen Elliot. Did you guys see Elliot sneak by? Anyway, on the back of them is a sticker with the original price, and they were $20 at a store called Bloomfield's, and I feel like I've heard of that store. I don't know where. I don't know if it's a chain, but it just reminds me of something that you would see at like a specialty home decor store or something like that. So I thought that was a really good deal for these really nice heavy bookends. You can't have a thrift haul without showing some kind of dishes, right? You guys know that about me. So I found this super pretty blue and white dish. It was $3 at a thrift store, and what I loved about it even more, it's blue and white. That's check for me. Also, it has teacups. I'm sorry. It has teacups and teapots on it. You guys know I love talking about tea time and hoping for my tea party house or my tea house. It's gonna happen. Okay, so what's another thing besides dishes that you guys always know I've got my eye on? You guessed it, honey pots. I want to know of you guys that are watching who said honey pots. Let me know in the description box if you guessed honey pots. Anyway, I found this super cute little honey pot. He is missing his little dipper, but he's super cute. I actually have a couple that are kind of already like this, but Olivia told me that I don't have one that actually has that's holding a little jar of honey. So we could not leave this little fella sitting on the shelf. We had to bring him home with us, and he was only 99 cents. So really good deal for a cute little honey pot. Super randomly, I found this garden tool. If I'm not mistaken, this is like a bulb planter because it tells you the inches. If you can see that, you probably can't, right up here on the side. And so when you're planting bulbs, I guess you know how far down you're supposed to go. I thought this looked like it would make life a little bit easier for planting bulbs, which I hope to do next spring. And if I'm not mistaken, yeah, it was only $2.99. So it's really good quality. It's really heavy too. So also super randomly, I found a really big, huge candle. It was $3.25, but you guys know candles can be really expensive. And so it had never been burned before. It's the 3-wick. It's just a really nice size. Another dish that I almost didn't buy, and Olivia really talked me into it, and I'm glad she did, was this beautiful cake plate. You guys, I almost didn't buy this because I'm really seriously trying to tell myself I don't need a bunch of other more dishes. You guys, oh, it's crazy. I love dishes though, but I only have one other egg plate, and it's totally a different style than this. This is really, really heavy. It's a great quality, and of course you guys know that we have chickens, and so we will have a lot of eggs on hand, I'm sure, all the time. And it was only $4.99, and I thought that was a really good deal for such a heavy, crystal-y type of thick egg plate. So another super random, Olivia got another cookbook. She loves church cookbooks. Those tend to be her favorite. So she liked this one because she liked, of course, the binding on it. It's really pretty, kind of like with the vegetables on it. And it was really cheap, and it's from a, I don't even know, it's from a Presbyterian church, and she always likes it when they have notes in them. This, guys, sorry about the outfit change, hair change and everything, right? I mean, it would not be a My Feathered Nest video if it did not have some kind of interruption. My battery died. and I ended up having to do some other things, and so I couldn't film the video after my battery charged. So I will one day learn to go to Best Buy and buy an extra SD card and buy battery. So those are my 2 tips to any new YouTubers out there. Buy the extra battery and buy the extra SD card. Just saying. Anyway, so let's get back to it. So I think probably the best score this thrift haul is going to be what I'm going to show you next. So who are my girls or guys that like cowgirl boots? I'm one of them. Now, I do not wear them all the time, but I love me some good cowgirl boots. And Olivia does too. And Olivia wears them a lot. I mean, like probably every day in the fall and winter. Anyway, I have some Corral Boots and I love them. They're very sparkly and they're super pretty. Anyway, if you know anything about good cowboy boots, you know that they can be really expensive, especially depending on what brand you get. And so if you know anything about Corral Boots, you know that the prices can range from, you know, $150 up to $250 or you know, what have you, give or take some. So Olivia happened to walk through the boot section and she found these, and unfortunately they were not her size, but they were my size. Cha-ching! Oh my gosh, you guys, these are Corral Boots. They are literally like brand new condition. I love them because they're more of just like an everyday boot. They're just this nice natural brown, and they've got that really pretty cream colored embroidery on them. Like I said, they were perfect. Literally, I mean, I was just super excited to find these, especially because guess how much I paid for them? $6. That's all for Corral Boots. That is like an unbelievable deal. I was so excited. Okay, so next thing I found was this Wicker style lamp. It was $11.99. And the reason why I wanted to get this is, first of all, the lampshade itself is like this burlap lampshade. It's like in perfect condition. It looks brand spanking new, and you know lamps and lampshades can be really expensive. But I love that the base is wicker, and so I will probably spray paint this and possibly use it on one of my porches. I just love the way a lamp looks on a porch, especially, you know, of course in the evening. I have lights strung on the ceiling in the screen porch right now, so I'm not sure if I'll actually use it on this porch or if I'll use it on another one. I love the color that it is now, but it just doesn't go with anything that I have. My furniture in here, I painted the furniture on this porch this year. I have painted black, so if I use it out here, I'll probably spray paint it black. So the next thing that I want to show you is this super big, huge, beautiful vegetable platter. It is so stinging pretty, you guys, and it is huge. I paid $6 for this. We love to cut up vegetables. That's one of our favorite snacks. Well, for all of us except for my 20-year-old. My 20-year-old will not snack on vegetables like the rest of us. But anyway, so we love to cut up vegetables around here. Obviously, this is huge. This is not going to be something that we're probably going to be used on a daily basis because it's huge. But I thought for any kind of a get-together, this would just be the perfect platter to serve vegetables on. It's super pretty. It's got the garden theme to it with all the different vegetables. It's really heavy quality, and it's, like I said, it's just beautiful. So let's talk milk glass. I love milk glass. Y'all know it already. I've also told you, I just realized that I have got hair that is literally sticking straight up. Y'all, I'm about to go do a little jog run, so that's why you got all this. Anyway, squirrel. Anyway, so milk glass, I love milk glass. Y'all know that about me. I'm very selective. Well, I'm pretty selective when it comes to what I purchase, just because, like I said, I've grown my collection, so I'm trying to just be a little bit pickier and only buy pieces that, you know, that I really don't have, that I'm really wanting. My in-laws they found me a beautiful punch bowl set. It had the punch bowl and it had all the cups that went with it. And so they found that at a thrift store. I'm not sure how much they paid for it, but I know they got it for a really good deal, and it is absolutely beautiful. Well, I happened to go into this thrift store kind of like consignment store, and I saw this punch bowl sitting there. And so I already had one, but I was a little bit curious about the price, just because it already has like the pedestal base to it, if you can see that. And this little plate that's on the bottom, I don't know if this is something that was actually original to this particular punch bowl, but the lady was selling it all as one set. It comes with all 12 of the cups that match it, and it's got this really pretty, like a grape theme to it. It's beautiful. It does not look like my other punch bowl. My other punch bowl was shaped totally differently. It was only $25, and for that price, being that it had the pedestal, it had the bowl, it had the cups, and it had this other plate that went with it, I knew that I had one and I probably should just stay away from it. But I just thought that was an unbelievably great bargain on a punch bowl, especially with all of these pieces. So I went ahead and picked it up. I am not sure. I will probably obviously keep my other punch bowl that my in-laws got me because A, I'm sentimental like that, and B, it's just beautiful. And so I'll just probably try and think of a different way that I can maybe use it. If you guys have any suggestions, let me know. Right now I have that particular punch bowl that they got me on display in my hutch in my dining room. I'll probably leave it there. I think this one's just too big to display in the hutch because I'm gonna leave the plate on the bottom. So I don't know, maybe I'll just keep this to actually use at like holidays and gatherings and stuff like that, to actually use for punch, which I did that with my other one, but this way I'll have one that's not on display that I won't have to take out of my hutch. Super randomly, I picked up 2 of these really pretty glass lights. These are the kind that actually have an electrical cord, so you don't have to actually, you know, wire them into your wall. They're just kind of like these big, huge pendant lights, and they have like this rope, hemp type of rope, you know, netting that goes over them. They kind of would go really good with like a coastal decor. They would go good with just any kind of natural neutral if you're wanting to keep everything neutral. I absolutely love these. I loved that they could be hung anywhere because, like I said, they're just the kind that attaches to, you know, it just goes into a receptacle. They're brand spanking new, super pretty, and for $50 I thought that was a really great deal because, you know, brand new, these things will be a lot more expensive. Okay guys, so super randomly and this is a huge item, and so maybe I'll flip the camera around and kind of show it to you up and down, but I picked up this super cool baker's rack. It's like a wire baker's rack. It's pretty old. It kind of, you know, some of the paint has been chipped off of it, and like I said, I'll show you in just a second, but it's got like a place to put like wine bottles, and it's super cute, and I loved it because it was not very wide, and I thought that this would make a great decoration furniture piece for one of my porches. I thought it would be really cute to put plants on it, and stuff like that. I love that it's not huge, it's very easy to move, and you guys, it was only $10. Like, that is such a steal. I knew when I saw the price tag on that I had to have it, just because, like I said, my thought originally, my thought immediately went to porches and plants and stuff like that. So let me flip the camera around and I'll do it up and down. You have to ignore everything that's on the floor because all of my thrifted items that I'm showing to you guys are just like scattered all on the floor right now. Okay, so yeah, there it is. See what I'm talking about, how it's got those places for like wine bottles, and you can see how it's got a couple of different shelves below where you keep the wine bottles. And it's not very tall. It's maybe like, I don't know, 6 feet tall, and like I said, it's maybe 2 feet wide, but I love that about it. So this is probably one of my favorite pieces, and you can see you can see my tripod and my camera set up in there, but this is a really long old antique mirror. I have a thing for old mirrors. I just absolutely love them. It's really, really heavy, and I'm thinking it's got to be kind of original, possibly. It's just, it looks like the glass on it is original. I don't know if you're not going to be able to probably tell on camera, but this end and the other end have kind of like a grid pattern to them, and then the center mirror is just plain. But if you can see, look at how pretty that detailing is, and I've never really seen a mirror like this before that was just separated from any kind of a piece of furniture. It was just a standalone long mirror, and so I knew that I had to have this. Kind of pricey. When I first saw it, that they had a sticker on it for like $65, which I thought was ridiculous. I mean, I know thrift stores are trying to make money for good causes, but still, that was ridiculous. So this is a thrift store that I frequent quite often, and the lady that works there, she's a really funny lady and stuff like that. So I told her, I was like, I got my eye on that mirror. I'm like, you know, but you're asking way too much money for it. So anyway, she was ringing all of my stuff up, and I had several, you know, several of the things, and so she ended up telling me a total, and it was like, I think it was like $69 for everything. And I looked at my buggy and I was like, I don't have $69 worth of stuff. And she's like, well, I'm giving you the mirror too. That's in your mirror included. I don't know how much she charged me, but I think it was maybe around 50 bucks. That's probably still not the best deal, but I know if you went to an antique store to find something like this, it would be a lot more expensive. And it was so different, you guys. It was just so different. I've never seen one, like I said, long like this. So I was fine with it, and I went ahead and bought it. So I was thinking about my future she shed with these next two pictures. I just think they're super pretty. See that one? They're more like a plaque, I guess, you could say. And then this one, and you guys know that I love like botanical prints and things with flowers. And so this one it says Sunflower Seed Farm, and this one says Moon Daisy Pasture. Now how cute is that? It's just super cute. And like both of them have these beautiful houses in the background, and they're a really nice size. I love them. They were only $3.25 a piece, and so I thought, you know what, even though I'm not going to probably be able to use them right away, I will have them one day, and that is just such a great buy. Okay, so I also picked up this. This is kind of more like a, I don't know what you call this. It's like it's fabric. It's like kind of like a tapestry, and it's got this like lace detailing that goes around it, and I love the color. It's a picture of a rooster. You guys know that I always am looking for stuff to decorate our chicken coop, which we are nowhere even near ready to decorate it yet. My husband had to pause on the inside. We got as much done as we could to get the chickens out in the coop, but now he's working on the run, and so he kind of halted everything on the inside. Now it's working on the outside, so then when he's done with that, he'll have to go back to the inside. And so it's still gonna be a little while because, like I told you before, we are a little bit slow. We can't help it. It's just life. Life is just, it's just busy. Anyway, so I thought about this, thought about the chicken coop, but it's just so cute. I don't know, I could use it somewhere else, and I love the color that it is. And it was $2.25. I also picked up these two really cute prints, and I liked them because they were small. I liked them that they had the blue and white vases in them filled with the flowers, and I just thought the flowers were super pretty. Golly, the price on these originally was like $36. I don't know who would spend $36 on this little tiny print, but anyway, I only paid $3 for each of them. And so for $6, I got these two little cute things. I think they're fine, though, just the way they are. You could always chalk paint or whatever kind of paint frames if you're never crazy about the way the frames look, or if you buy different pictures and you want them to all kind of match and blend together. Paint all the frames the same color. I personally don't mind this gold. I kind of like it. Have you noticed that like gold and brass is kind of coming back in style? Anyway, so I picked up these. And last but not least, I picked up this old picture right here. So this is so beautiful. It's just this picture of this vase filled with flowers. I thought it was absolutely lovely. It's this beautiful size. The colors are more of like a muted colors, but I just thought it was so pretty. I thought this would probably look really good in my formal living room, which I have never shown you guys yet because that is like, it's way down there on the list, y'all. Anyway, the original price on this was $12.99, but the day that I was in there, this was at a Goodwill, it was half off. So I only spent $6.50 on it, and the lady told me that the little older lady that donated it to the Goodwill was about 80 years old, and she had told, I guess, the lady that works there that it actually used to be her mother's. And so I'm guessing that this is a pretty old picture. Irregardless, old or not, I really like it. I thought it was beautiful. So it's a pretty heavy picture. So especially for that price. That is it. That is another huge thrift haul that I wanted to share with you guys. I hope you guys have an absolutely blessed day. Let me know if you have any questions about anything. And I hope that you have enjoyed this video. If you have not become a part of my YouTube family, I invite you to hit that subscribe button so that you never miss anything. And I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.